Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Contract Simplified. I'm Advocate Kritika here with a new video all about gift deed. So what is a gift deed? A gift deed is a legal document that is used to transfer ownership of a particular asset or property from one person to the other. That is the donor or the giver to the other, that is donee or recipient, without any exchange of money. This is as per section 122 of chapter 7 of Transfer of Property Act 1882. This asset could be real asset, movable asset, or any valuable item. The gift deed is a formal way to ensure that the transfer of ownership is legally recognized. Such acceptance must be made during the lifetime of the donor and while he is still capable of giving. A gift of a thing or two or more donees, of whom one does not accept it, is void as to the interest which he would have taken if he had accepted. This is as per section 125 of chapter 7 of Transfer of Property Act 1882. Both movable and immovable property can be gifted. A gift comprising both existing and future property is void as to the later. This is as per section 124 of chapter 7 of Transfer of Property Act. The next topic is consideration in a gift deed. Gift deed is based on the principle of love and affection, and it involves no monetary consideration. The transfer is made voluntarily by the donor without expecting anything in the return. Moving next, revocation or cancellation or contesting validity of a gift deed. In general, once a gift deed is executed and the transfer is complete, it cannot be revoked or cancelled. However, if there is any evidence of fraud or undue influence or lack of capacity, legal action may be taken to challenge the validity of gift deed. This is as per section 126 of chapter 7 of Transfer of Property Act 1882. Moving next, registration of a gift deed. It is mandatory to get the gift deed of immovable property registered. This was upheld in Sahadev versus Sheikh Papa 1905 case and also in D.N. Dawar versus Gangaram Charan Dama case and many other judgments. This is also as per section 123 of chapter 7 of Transfer of Property. Next one is erroneous gift. When a gift is in the form of a single transfer to the same person of several things of which is and the others are not burdened by an obligation, the donee can take nothing by the gift unless he accepts it fully. Where a gift is in the form of two or more separate and independent transfers to the same person of several things, the donee is at the liberty to accept one of them and refuse the others, although the former may be beneficial and not the later one. The donee not competent to contract and accepting property burdened by any obligation is not bound by his acceptance. But if, after becoming competent to contract and being aware of the obligation, he retains the property given, then he becomes bound. This is as per section 127 of chapter 7 of Transfer of Property Act 1880. Next topic is universal donee and death of donor. When a gift consists of the donor's whole property, the donee is personally liable for all debts due by the donor at the time of the gift to the extent of the property comprised therein. This is as per section 128 of chapter 7 of Transfer of Property Act 1882. Now let us move to non-applicability. Gifts which are made in contemplation of death are known as donations mortis causa. Such gifts are exempted from the operation of chapter 7 by virtue of section 129. Another exemption is made in favor of gifts which are governed by the Muslim personal law. Moving next, let us understand the blueprint of a gift deed. The first one is title. Here, clearly label the document as gift deed. Moving further, introduction. Identify the parties involved, the donor, that's the person giving the gift, and the donee, that is the person receiving the gift. Include their full name, addresses, and any other relevant identification detail. Recitals. Provide a brief background or reason for the gift. State the relationship between the donor and the donee. Description of the gift. Clearly describe the asset or property being gifted. Include specific details such as address, dimensions, and any other relevant information. Statement of intent. Clearly express the donor's intention to gift the specified property to the donee without any consideration. Transfer of ownership. Declare the ownership of the gifted property is transferred from the donor to the donee. Consideration clause. State that the gift is being made without any monetary exchange or consideration. Acceptance by the donee. Confirm that the donee is willingly accepting the gift. Rights and responsibility. Specify any condition, restrictions, or obligations attached to the gift if applicable. Followed by delivery and possession. Outline the process by which the physical possession of the gifted property will be transferred from the donor to the donee. Governing law. Specify the jurisdiction whose laws will govern the interpretation and enforcement of gift deed. Date and signature. Include spaces for the date and signature of both the donor, the donee, and the witnesses. Witness. Include space for the signature of the witness, typically two or more, who can attest the execution of the gift deed. This is all about the gift deed. I hope this video was informative to you. And if you have any questions or require additional information, please feel free to reach out to us in the number provided in the screen via WhatsApp only. And if you do require the notes of this one, in the description, you can find the link to the LinkedIn article, and from there, you can get the text of this video. Thank you for watching. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel Contract Simplified.